Welcome back to CH4K, and this is Chaos Gate Demon Hunter. Before we get into this, I'd like to say, if you like this video, please like it. And if you like my channel, please subscribe to it. It helps to grow, and it helps me get my, expand my channel and put my reach out a great deal longer to the internet. With all that out of the way, let's begin. Alright, we're going to watch a precision targeting trailer, and then we'll probably watch another trailer afterwards. But first we're going to look at this one, and then I'm going to, analyze it, and then we'll go to the next one, okay? But let's begin.
The Grey Knights are amongst the greatest warriors of the Imperium, experienced, technologically augmented, and immensely well trained. When a Grey Knight fires his weapon, he does so with absolute certainty that it will strike his opponent. Precision targeting allows you to plan your strategy with confidence and ruthless efficiency, inferring immediately how much damage can be inflicted by a Grey Knight's attack and how much will be soaked up by the enemy's blighted armor. Though chance plays no role in whether an attack will hit an enemy, engaging foes in melee combat may land a critical hit, severely hindering opponents, such as brutally, and quite literally, disarming them to delay their actions.
Okay, let's talk about that limb damage for a second. Now, in Phoenix Point, you could do this, where you could damage a limb, but it would just like spurt out blood. But here, the limb comes off. I actually kind of like that. That gives a sense of brutality to the gameplay. Yeah, that's a nice visual. Let's look at it again. There we go. He was disarmed. You see what I did there? But yeah, targeting, not missing. That's one way to do it. Some people might prefer it if you have a percentage based. Other people prefer it if you like if you have like zero chance to fail, but the damage is varied. Me personally, I like a combination of the two. But I think XCOM 2 pulls that off pretty well, where there's just a combination of stuff that will guaranteed do damage and those stuff that will guaranteed hit. So you're not always wondering if you're doing damage, but this is pretty good. They didn't mention that the enemy will have guaranteed damage, so I'm guessing their guns might have a chance to miss, maybe? We don't know yet. It's still early. We'll see. What else? I noticed the weapons. You can dual wield swords. I think there's a guy who dual wields swords. Let's see where he is. Let's see if we can spot him. I don't see him here. Let's go back to the beginning. But yeah, there he is. I saw him. He dual wields those blades. So you can dual wield blades. You might just have just one guy who's melee focused, who goes around and chopping people up, disarming them, chopping the legs off, stuff like that. It'd probably be a great way to like cripple an enemy unit. Yeah, but from what also there's like a heavy gunner there too. I noticed that. There's one with a hammer. You're gonna have varied units. You're gonna have very varied units. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Again, if you like it, I would recommend you wishlist it. And I also recommend you subscribe to this channel, hit a like, because I'm going to be keeping up with the trailers for this. And I'm definitely going to be playing it on launch. And I might upload it like the day after launch. I don't know if I can upload it the day of launch. I don't want to put too much pressure on it. I want to get into it, play it for a bit, and give a deep, not a deep dive, but like a more well thought out dive than if I just, did it off the top of my head the first time. Because while that is good, this target can no longer use ranged attacks. Interesting. So it's right there. That's pretty good. You can execute them too. Ooh, and you can armor pierce. Wow, they're going to give you a lot. Yeah, This looks pretty good. This looks pretty interesting. I'm actually really excited. I'm actually more excited now because of this. This is a good system. Do I wish there was percentages for range attacks and melee attacks? Maybe. We'll have to see it. We'll have to play it. But I'm okay with this system. This system seems pretty solid. All right. This is the second part where we do the Codex Strategium, the Baleful Edict. I think this is about the ship. Yeah, this is about the ship. So I'm going to just do like a quick analysis of it. I'm actually really excited for this because I'm curious about the ship. So I'm just going to let it play out let it tell you what it's about normally. And then I'll go into more details on a second playthrough. Yeah.
The Baleful Edict strike cruiser is the most important asset for your Grey Knights, serving as transport, barracks, armory, hospital, and battle platform for your forces. As well as the star map, the Strategium also allows you to view your roster of Grey Knights, customizing their appearance, upgrading their skills, and equipping them with rare relics and new equipment earned via Titan-issued requisitions. The Liberis Malleus is dedicated to the direct study of the Bloom and how to combat it. You can also use this area to research powerful new stratagems, special tactical abilities you can deploy during ground combat missions. The Manufactorum allows you to focus on repairing and upgrading the Baleful Edict's capabilities, such as improving the number of Grey Knights you can recruit, the vessel's engine speed, or the time it takes wounded Grey Knights to recover. Upgrading the Baleful Edict takes time and resources. Prioritize carefully, for every change to the command center will affect the efficiency of your strike force.
All right, let's go over it. So, the Baleful Edict, it's basically your ship. And I kind of liked it. I did like the Avenger from XCOM 2. The mobility of the base of the Avenger was much more interesting to me than the mountain base you got in XCOM Unknown/Within. Because it gave you a sense that you're always moving. You're always doing something. You're always pushing forward on something. So I like this feeling of we're going place to place. We're trying to stop this chaos spread one way or another. And look at the... So it looks like the barracks, at the very basics of the barracks, you'll have 8 Grey Knights to you. And you'll have 4 missions. So you will probably never really get into a situation where you run low on Grey Knights. It looks like 11 up here. It doesn't matter. And then the base upgrades, it'll give you more Grey Knights, and that's such a long slider right there. I'm guessing you're gonna have a ton of Grey Knights. And hold on, let's go back. Promotion available. Yep, so you'll be able to promote them from in here. Then there's the armory. Spend requisition points to new armaments, war gear, resources from Armory of Titan become immediately available in your inventory. All right. So that's a good indicator that we won't just be relying on stuff on the battlefield, but we'll be given new requisitions and new items. Now let's look at this. Critically wounded. Critically wounded knights will survive the injuries as long as they have at least 1 resilience remaining. They will be restored active duty once they have recovered in the apothecary. So, they'll survive their injuries so long as they have 1 resilience remaining. So there is permadeath. I will say this only once about permadeath. It is probably one of my most favorite features that XCOM has. That these XCOM-like games have is permadeath. Permadeath makes every decision matter to such a degree, because look at all these guys. They're cool. They got weapons. They got customization going on. They got these special weapons on there. If one of them dies, you would have to basically start from level 1 or find a new trooper, like, but they won't be the same. They won't have the same equipment. They won't have this same personality that you attach. It's this is an XCOM too, but losing a soldier, it's not just like, oh, it's this one soldier. You lost your heavy, like you lost your best heavy. Like you're not gonna have a good heavy for a while, so you're gonna be stuck. Or if you lost a good assault or a ranger, then you're just gonna be without an assault and a ranger for a while. You're gonna have to train a new one up. That's what really got my attention with XCOM, is that permadeath, that feeling of I can't fail because they'll die. Another stat screen, menu screen with all their stuff on it. I call it stuff, but armaments. Oh, that's new. Hold on, that is new. Special abilities. Look at the special ability tree. Yeah, that's cool to know. Also, skin color is customizable. I like that, by the looks of it. What else? Because any more customization options is always a plus, in my opinion. Now, the research, that's great. I approve of that. See, there's like different spheres of research. I wish I could look at it, but it seems like you're gonna have to be aware of each branch of research. You're gonna have different branches of research, and target knight recovers 3 WP immediately. I don't know what WP is, but it sounds important. So this is all good to keep in mind. Yeah, the research screen looks good. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. So you get new strategies. Okay. That's good. Strategium loadouts. Okay, so for those of you who have not played Mechanicus had a similar abilities that you would have, where you could take with you on missions. You would activate them to sort of give yourself like a quick buff, heal a unit, give some action points, make all your soldiers do more damage. It varied depending on what buff you got, and they got stronger over time by you doing like certain things doing certain achievements on missions, like not using like special abilities or something like that, or killing an enemy with beam weapons or something like that. But yeah, this looks good too. I like that addition. Plasma reactor. The plasma reactor has been damaged and rendered inoperative until we repair it. Our reconstruction efforts cannot progress. So that sounds like it's powering all your upgrades. Now this is the one I want to talk about. Gun batteries have been damaged, rendering inoperative. Until we repair them, the Baleful Edict will have limited capabilities to ship-to-ship combat. That sounds interesting to me. I want to hear more about the ship combat, but ship-to-ship combat. Maybe it's just you portaling over other guys onto the ship, and them shooting at it with the ship as like sort of a area of effect attack that you can release in the combat missions, or if it's a different game mode altogether. I'm curious to see how that plays out. And the capacity, blah, blah, blah. We know about the capacity already. Commander. Okay. Okay, so it's going to take them like a few days to recover. Okay, so everything takes days. It takes time for things to pass and you to get things done. So you're going to have to use time edit. Yeah. Yeah, all this is good. Well, I can't wait for this game. I keep saying that, but I think this is a good. This was a really good trailer because it showcased questions I've been ruminating about this game, and it gave me new questions about ship-to-ship combat. I'm curious about that. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to call it here. This is CBH4K, and this has been Chaos Gate Daemonhunters. I will probably be doing more of these as they come out, but I don't want to make like a definite plan for it. We shall see. Let's leave it open for now. We'll see what happens in the future. All right. So long. Bye bye.